my friends and I decided we wanted to go up and see this mountain that had exploded. Next morning early, sleeping in the car, getting up at daylight, waking up. The fog was so heavy I couldn't even hardly see where to drive. The gate was open, but we started up the mountain. And you can see the road. You see the road there? We could hardly drive because of the fog. So we parked the car in the middle of the parking lot, left the doors open. Nobody else was there. And then we scampered up this cinder cone. We went along the ridge. You can see the ridge there. And there's a path on it. We went along this ridge, and we went down on a ledge that overlooked the cauldron down below. And we were sitting there, and it's cold. And we started throwing rocks down to see if we could hear them hit, and we couldn't hear them hit. And we dug the rocks out of the side of the mountain, and they were so hot you couldn't hold them in your hand to close your hand. So we knew we were sitting still on an active volcano. And remember what we had seen the night before? These bodies. And we heard all the history of this and how this thing exploded. Well, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, there was a crescendo of a loud roar. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and our eyes began to pop out, and we jumped up, and all I could say was, hit it. Maybe I thought I was skiing or something. But being interpreted is, run for your lives. We thought that hot, this 2,000-degree lava was going to hit us any time, and we'd be just like those people were. We'd be destroyed. The last night on earth, the last moments on earth. So we took off running. We ran up and down on that trail, and then this roar, no hot lava, the roar began to die down. Now Larry, one of our companions, he kept on going clear to the car. Now maybe he was smarter, or maybe he had more unconfessed sins than we did or something. I'm not sure. But I wasn't ready to die. I said, no. And Lord, curiosity took over then, and Bob and I said, well, what was that? We're still alive. So we went back. And then it would start up, and we'd start to run. And what was happening was, as the sun came out, it warmed up this earth there, and there were avalanches falling down into the crater. And we had been on one of those ledges. We were in trouble, but at that time, we weren't in trouble from hot lava hitting us. Now, I determined, okay, Lord, I want to be ready. I want to be ready no matter what happens to me. And please help me, Lord, to have that relationship always with you. And, I think it's important for us just to pause here a moment and just for us to understand that the devil doesn't want us to have the assurance of salvation, that he will keep bringing up all of those things. And most of the guilt comes from him, not God. And if we confess our sins, yes, he's faithful and just to forgive us of our sins, to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. He is justified to forgive us. But what happens if you sin, and then you're killed? Immediately, you don't confess. Are you lost? Are you lost? That's kind of what I was thinking. I'm not sure, Lord. But I want to show you this statement. Steps to Christ, page 58. The character is revealed not by occasional good deeds and occasional misdeeds, but by the tendency of the habitual words and acts. It's by the tendency. We have ups and downs. But where are we going? What direction are we going in? That's why this question is so very, very important.